Okay, made some changes. Oh. Sorry, Shrub's texting me really quick there. So, hello, welcome. I'm trying to get my chair to scoot up. It doesn't like to scoot on the carpet. Oh, okay. I did not. Oh my goodness, Shrubs. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we're good. I think he's done chit-chatting. Hi, welcome to Grace and Lottie's Elizabeth here. Oh, I am realizing I've got a tag I'm supposed to put in my... Let me look it up real quick. I just realized I gotta fix this. Okay, there we go. I'm putting my correct tag. I gotta fix a tag. So bear with me for just a minute. There we go. I should have it there. Okay, we did the tags. The tags are there. So hopefully everything is fixed. Just realized it was like, today has been a little bit of a whirlwind because I've been doing a lot of work to try to get done this morning. So I got it done and I've got to shoot this afternoon. Had to get my daughter to work, so everything's a little bit weird. But hi, welcome, Grace and Lottie's channel. Elizabeth here. Gonna be doing some more with pumpkin and spice. Looking forward to getting to work on that a little bit more. I did do the stars. If you saw that short today, that short is up, so you can check that out. Trying to think anything else important. I don't think there's really anything else important. My mic is over here, so if it's picking up weird, it's just because my desk has to be set up a little bit weird to make all of this work. But anyway, we're here. We've got it going on the desk, and I'm excited to get to work on this a little bit more because of my limited time. We may do spice, but we're for sure gonna do the gravestones and the raven. I don't know for sure if we'll get past there today. So that is the plan. That's where I'm gonna try to be and get done. I'm looking at this now with this. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Glad you're here. Let's go to the dust cam so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here's dust cam. I'm gonna move the mic over here. Okay. I don't need your work address right now, Shrubs. Okay, anyway, here is our piece been working on. So gonna be working here, here, and here today. I have a limited amount of time. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna have to go on Do Not Disturb. There. Here, let's send him a text and let him know. There. Okay, done. Normally they are quiet. Well, I know. I've gotten a lot done. I'm excited by how much is done, but we have told Shrubs, we're giving him a little bit of trouble for blowing up my phone all of a sudden with like 6 in different groups even, you know, sending in messages. So, okay. Now I could focus. So here, here, here. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more green here just to kind of bring them a little bit more into the foreground. That's my goal, is I want them just to be a little bit more lifted. I really love the way this came out. The stars was the short today, so make sure you go check that out. It's a really fun little short. I like the way that it came out in the editing. It was so hard because the camera does not like the black paper. And so it was a bear to try to get coloring and everything, and I had to pick certain stuff. Now Travis is telling me, oops, LOL. So anyway, time to get started. Let's actually put some paper on the pencils. I'm really flustered. Pencils on the paper. So grays today, right here. A little bit warm. Actually, I say cool gray. I forgot. It's cool gray here. I'm gonna use warmer gray on Pumpkin so that her bones will show up against the tombstones. So I've got to pull those. I do not have them out yet. I know I said we might get to these guys today, but my time's just not gonna allow for it, so sorry. But that means we have something fun to look forward to tomorrow. So I've got to, let's get these nice and sharp. A little bit of sharpener, some more guys. Yes, I like my pencils sharp. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the darkest. It's a little bit weird working on black, at least the way I do it. Trying to kind of figure out where this tombstone's gonna be back here. I want the back one to be a little bit darker so that the edges are a little darker. So here, we'll zoom in now. You can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Just laying in a little bit of color to get started. Okay, and then the base color for the front is going to be the, that was the 70%. The base color for the front is going to be the 30. You'll see that it'll be a lot lighter here. Everybody's having a great day today. It is definitely getting a little warmer here. I think today's the warmest day though that we're getting for a little bit, so I can't complain too much. It's funny how much this like sticks out here. It's like, oh, you're... This almost looks white because of the contrast right now, even though it's completely gray. Like, I actually have a lighter gray that I'm going to use in this too. Nice little base put in on these. Kind of weird to do stuff on flat surfaces because this is rounded here a little bit, but it's not rounded like the pumpkin was rounded. Hey, Karen. Ooh, finally getting some rain. They're raising our, like, you know how they say weather alert day as they get excited about the weather on Saturday now. Okay, that's got a nice little base started on these. They're very monotone, but I'm going to go ahead and blend this in. Whoop. As I throw the lid. We do not want to lose. I do not want to lose the lid. There we go. Lid is up, picked up off the floor. For my Gamsol. As you don't know what Gamsol is, it is odorless mineral spirits. And the way it works is it eats the binder in the color pencil, so that you can kind of you get more of a painterly effect. One of the big things is it works better the more pencil you have laid down. So right now it's not going to do a whole lot because I've just laid down just a little bit of pencil, but it's getting it started. So as I go, each time I do it, you'll see a little bit more and a little bit more, a little bit more. Prismacolors work very, very well with odorless mineral spirits. I know Spectrum Noir has come out with their own version, and I didn't tag the products. I normally tag the products. Oh, Ryan Hall has this in the Target area. That doesn't surprise me. Because before we were like the lowest threat level when I checked it, maybe even this morning. It was either this morning or last night. I can't remember exactly when. I did look at the weather in the last 24 hours. Knowing that we really didn't have much coming till Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I have a shoot tonight, so had to make the live stream a little bit short. Had to take my daughter to work at 1, so that meant that I had to I had to move the time for today because of the taking her to work. I think my mic's a hair hot. We're gonna bring it down just a little bit, guys. I keep seeing red. There we go. There we go. Bring the background music down just a little bit too. So it's just been kind of a different day for timing. I mean, it's hard to believe it's already 1:30. But I did get my lunch before I took her to work, so that was nice. But it did give me a good block of time though to work this morning and do some good old. I'm not gonna use black. I may use black, and I don't normally like to use black. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry you're struggling with your drawing right now. That's when I take a step back. and kind of figure out where do I want to go with it. Like maybe go work on something else for a little bit. It's like, because if I don't, normally my struggle comes more for not knowing what to do next. Not having a good plan. Like once I have my plan of attack, I'm good. Like if there's a mistake and I'm like, this is the plan of attack for how to fix it, great, let's run, let's go. Or like if I'm doing a background on something and I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do, I'll put it off to the side until I can think about how do I want to make this work. But it's like, I know that feeling. I know there's so many ways to be struggling. Like it may just not be working the way you want, and it's one of those moments where you just have to trust the process. Which is also hard in its own way. I'm gonna have to work this a little bit. It's fuzzy. I don't like the way it's fuzzy. So I'm struggling right now. I'm not sure what I want to do. That's when I walk away for a little bit, and I will gain so much more clarity by walking away. Or maybe working on something else. Or I go scroll Instagram and get an idea. It's funny how sometimes somebody else's art can be very inspirational. Not that I'm copying, but like I'll see something and I'm like, oh, and like it flicks a light bulb and just helps me kind of get out of the funk. So I'm adding just a teeny bit of black here. I don't necessarily want to add the black, but we're gonna add the black. You know what? I'm gonna actually add the purple. Where's my purple? With this whole piece, purple. That's been the secret weapon. We're gonna use the purple for shadows. There we go. Kind of give it a little bit of purple. Add in some more gray. Add in a little bit of a highlight. Right there. And blender in. A bit of a highlight here. There we go. Just a teeny bit of light here. Maybe a little bit of light, like right in here. Thinking through where light might be on this. I think that looks pretty good right there. I love the way the purple's worked in this. I've enjoyed the purple a whole lot. I'm sure you guys have noticed if you've been watching along. I think I've got enough. I do have enough on my brush. It's activating. So I'm curious, what are you drawing right now? What's the subject matter? Ooh, I like that a lot. I am happy with that. Let's get the other side to that level now. Helps to hold your pencil the right way. Now to more gamsol. My brush was getting too dried out. There we go. Look at that beautiful color right there. I'm very happy with these so far. Now I gotta get the front of these looking incredible. Okay, so our bright side is right here. I'm gonna use that. Then dark side, using a purple to set that up. Right there. A little bit of the darker gray now on the dark side. Be a little darker behind Crow too, or Raven. Here. Darken it down by the ground just a little bit. Okay. Now to use the medium gray. Doesn't look a whole lot different from the 10%. I think I might layer just a little bit of the darker gray on this. Ah, my hand's wet. To kind of help tone that down just a little bit. There we go. Medium gray, not light gray. Okay, let's blend this in. Let's see where we are. I do not have enough Gamsol on my brush. Okay, I am realizing that my air conditioner is making a ton of noise. Like I've seen how much the mic is picking it up. The vent in here rattles, and I'm sorry about that. So, and it's too hot today for me to turn off the air conditioning. So I'm gonna mute the mic. We'll go, I'm literally just gonna be using the same couple of colors here, getting that all laid down. So if you have a question, pop it in chat and I will come back on with the mic, but I'm just gonna go ahead and mute it so you guys don't have to listen to that vent. Coming back now. My mic is still picking up a lot of the music. Let's bring that down. Okay, I think that's gonna help with the music. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not picking up too much of the music in my mic. But anyway, okay, there we are. There is, I started, I need to do another coat. I'm letting it dry for a moment, but yeah, oh, next drawing, character setting. There's a reason I don't draw like people or characters. I stick with geometrics and plants. Or I have a direct reference photo, so that I don't have to try to figure it out and think it through and like, how would this work? Where would this go? All of those things. So I do not envy you right now. I'm trying to figure that one out. I think one more pass on these is gonna have them pretty well done. So I'm looking forward to getting that last one. Then we'll move on to Crow, and then the little bit of grass there. The grass is just gonna be me coming in at the end and using the light umber pencil right here. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm not admitting you right now. Figuring that one out. Like I'm sitting here like mentally like trying to like, I'm doing like my own little mental exercise. Like if you do X, Y, and Z, I'm trying to keep my page setting nicely. It's like one of those things like you have to keep it high enough in the frame because of the way if people are watching on their phones, chat's at the bottom. So I'm trying to make sure I stay high enough that it's easily viewed. So, but yeah, I do not envy you right now. So, but okay. Letting it look dry. It's one of those that takes a moment for this to all dry. I want to darken this a little bit. I feel like these are here too white still. So I'm gonna go over it some more with the cool gray. I'm not gonna go get another gray because I could go get the 50%, but I don't think that that's the right call. I'm also not super concerned with, because these are stones, with them being a little blotchy. This purple a little bit because it's got a hard line. I don't want it to have a hard line. The amount I'm coming into here, I need to create this shadow a little bit more. Roots. There we go. Okay. Time to blend again. At this point, I have a lot of pencil down. And you'll see it just kind of melts. Okay, we're gonna do a thing here really quick to try to clean this up just a little bit. We're gonna push this off of the boot a little bit. Nudging this back off. There we go. These boots are going to be really pink. Like, they're going to be similar to down here. So I don't need to have them perfect because it's going to be covered up so much. No, that's not a huge deal. I just wanted to kind of get my lines reestablished here so I could see it a little bit better. There we go. That's got us two little gravestones done. Now Crow. Raven is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, my vent, it's that cricket, it keeps coming on. It's loud. We've been trying to figure out how to get it to not make the noise, and we can't figure out where exactly it's making the noise. So we're thinking about completely replacing the vent in here so that I don't have to deal with it. So, I'm getting there. Okay. Let's just go ahead and let's add in this grass here real quick. There we go. Grass added. Okay, next strap. This little crow, which I am going to be using some black in so that I can get a good base on this. I'm also going to be using the purple. I just love bugs in general. Oh. I'm glad that my event isn't driving you guys nuts. Let me see. Let me show you guys Crow here really quick so you can get an idea. I have a little bit of him right here. You can kind of see it's just solid black. It's just black and white. So quick break, headphone in. I see. Oh yeah, it's not project time yet for you shrubs. Okay, now I'm gonna put in some black. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to handle the feet, because the feet are black, but if I just do them black, they're not really going to show up, so I may do them in a gray. And in the darker gray, so that hopefully they'll stand out against right here. Kind of weird doing black here on black. A little bit of white right there in the wing, just so I can get a good line. Nachos, that's a good lunch. I may just need to add more green in the background so that he'll show up. That's what I'm thinking. We're doing birthday stuff now. Ooh. Okay, he's starting to show up a little bit. You can kind of see our little man there. He's coming along. He's still not super visible. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see our little man here. He's definitely a little guy in there. Hey, the vent stopped. The air stopped. Okay. Let's keep going here. I'm trying to think the best course of action right now. I've got to figure out his eye. I'm gonna see if I have anything else of hers that shows their different eyes. We don't have anything, so we're just gonna have to go with it. I'm just gonna have to make it up. If I were an eyelid, lighter on the inside. Weird. Blend that in and then I'll touch it up. There's the reason I just did that. Okay. Here we go. We're going in bold with the white. I'm gonna sharpen it. I'm a little nervous about this because nothing on here has been true white yet. This may be a lot. It's okay. It'll be okay. I can always tone it down a little. Deep breath, deep breath. Okay, I think that turned out pretty well. I'm gonna tone it just a little bit with the slight gray here. That is definitely nice and bright. I'm gonna eyelids a little bit here so you can see that line as well. Where's my blender pencil? Gonna use the blender pencil here. Highlight. There we go. A little bit of a blender there to help bring that in. Whew, that eyeball is there. It's gonna be okay though, because it will show up really well once I get the rest of this done. Especially once I add in spice, because spice is gonna be nice and bright here. The main characters have to be nice and bright. So now I've got to figure out how I want to do this. So I think I'm going to do this the lightest yellow possible here. That actually, okay, good. That worked. I am happy with that. I didn't want them to like take out the stars. Like I just needed to put feet there. I am happy with those feet. Whew, okay, deep breath. That worked. I'm right at an hour right now. That is all I needed to get done today. I now have to start packing up gear and getting my whole setup ready to go with this. So that is it. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Let me double check, make sure I don't have to change the time here. Nope, I am good tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be at the normal time of noon. No short tomorrow morning. But make sure you go watch the short about putting in the stars. It's a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at noon. Until then. Bye. Thank you.